Hi everyone, we are now back for our third installments for European Bogos, April 27th through 29th. My name is Jada Hansen, I'm a diamond with Doterra, and I am super excited to bring you this third part of our Bogos. So, if you get a Copaiba, or also known as Copaiba, you get a free deep blue. This is a powerhouse duo, and I'm really excited to dive in about that. Now, a quick overview of the Bogos. You have 7 different oils. You have 3, and then today there was a buy one, get 2, and then tomorrow there's a buy one, get 1 free, and then also Wednesday. So there's 7 oils total, but you have a 72-hour period while the promotion lasts or until stock runs out to purchase all of the Bogos in one order in order to save on shipping and save on carbon footprint and make a better environment for all of us, right? So in addition to that, I want to remind you, when you do place it on your LRP, your Loyalty Rewards Program, and you can check our group, our customer group, for further information on how to do that. We've uploaded a video for you that makes it super easy. So let's dive in. I think these are probably not going to last the entire 72-hour period. They are so popular, and we typically laugh and say this is whenever you have any men that you want to have involved in doTERRA, this is typically the way to get them in. Okay, this deep blue right here, that's, I think, accounts for probably 80% of the guys that are involved in doTERRA because of this. And this one is a relatively new, we've had it for 2 years now, or maybe 3. It's one of the newer oils, but it took everyone by storm, and we were even surprised once we started learning about the oil, what it can actually do. So let's dive in. This one is sourced in Brazil, okay? And a little fun fact is that the harvesters that we work together with in our co-impact sourcing initiatives, in order for them to get paid fairly and on time all year round, they live up along the Amazon. And the way that they tap this oil is similar to the way we tap maple syrup from the maple tree. Just a little fun fact. Also, the trees, then they can grow to become 400 years old and over 100 feet tall. So they're very majestic. And the tribes that work with these oils, they're very protective of the way that they harvest it, and they don't want necessarily the man to come in and deplete their resources. So the relationships that we've built with them have taken years and years before we could even have access to a little bit of the oil. And now that we've built up trust with them over the years, they're now referring more and more of their friends and family to work with us because they see that we're actually paying them in monetary value. I posted and included a link to our sourcing videos as well in the group, so make sure you check that out, okay? So let's talk about this, because this is really an all-rounder. You can take this one internally, topically, and aromatically. It works for your cardiovascular system, your immune system, digestive system, nervous system, and respiratory system. It's really a heavy hitter. It relieves discomfort at the same time as it boosts your immune system. So it has a pleasant, spicy, woody note, and it's one of those oils that when you ingest it, you can either take it directly or you could put it in the capsule. So I'll actually just show you what you do. You can either just go, it's a little bit thick, so it took a second for it to come out. But because it's mild and like woody, there's no heat or no spice to the oil. If you don't like the taste, what you can purchase are these capsules, and you pop them open, you drop the oil inside, right here, and then you put the lid back on, and then it'll end up looking like this with the oil inside, and you just swallow it, okay? It is the oil of unveiling. So while we're working through the physical aspects, it's also going to work on the emotional aspects. I'll dive into those in a little second. When you ingest the essential oils, it becomes a very powerful antioxidant support. It helps soothe anxious feeling also while ingested internally. So we actually recommend 2 drops under the tongue, morning and evening, if you feel like you're having a lot of anxious feelings. If you'd like a soothing feeling that could help reduce the appearance of blemishes, we recommend a drop in your moisturizer and put it all over your face. Also, for any discomfort physically, you can massage it into joints with your fractionated coconut oil. I'm going to be talking about the fractionated coconut oil when we get to Deep Blue, because that's an oil you definitely want to have on hand to make your oil stretch further. These are really the physical aspects of Copaiba. Like I mentioned to you, the emotional aspects are the oil of unveiling. So it invites individuals to become aware of your shadow side and start looking at that work and also discover who we really, really are. So if we've been suppressing that, or it's been hiding in feelings of shame and guilt carried from childhood trauma or just childhood wounds, all of that can be released as you're slowly taking this, not in a forceful way, but in a very gentle way. It invites individuals to become aware of those lower vibrations and help shed those feelings of guilt and shame. It can also reveal and redefine your purposeful existence. So really gaining clarity on what is it that you want and filling your life with forgiveness, self-awareness, and a feeling of worthiness. This is a powerful emotional oil, you guys. When we first came out with this oil, we weren't really aware of how powerful it was emotionally. And then we started introducing it into a lot of other blends that promote feelings of calmness, okay? So let's dive in. We often use these two together because they soothe discomfort in the body. So this one can be taken internally and topically. This one should only be taken topically, and also both of them in the diffuser, right? This one can be used in the diffuser, but really we only ever use it topically. As for the diffuser, you only want to use a cold mist diffuser. I covered this in an earlier session, but in case you didn't see that, you fill this with water to the red dot, and then you place around 4 to 6 drops in the diffuser. And it needs to be cold mist because you don't want to heat the molecules up. You don't ever want to destroy the healing properties of the essential oil. So the Deep Blue oil, this powerful, powerful baby right here, it addresses your muscular system and your joints and muscles in the whole body. There's a collection of 8 different oils inside of this. So we're looking at surrendering pain. That's the emotional aspects of it. But inside of that, we've got wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. It gives you an intense cool feeling. That's the menthol and the camphor in there. The camphor is also soothing at the same time. The helichrysum is what really is working its wonders in there, because that has the ability to start healing some of the internal aspects below the skin surface. That was a very compliant way of saying that. So when you're looking at helichrysum, usually if you have a cut or a wound, we pour it on directly and we call it a liquid Band-Aid. It's almost like it just glues the skin together. Well, you can imagine if there's any areas of your body internally that's suffering from not working coherently, the helichrysum applied topically is going to support that. The camphor is also very, very soothing. Some of you might know this as Bengay or Tiger Balm or those kind of things, right? This is a non-artificial version, so we can actually absorb it into our cells and utilize the entire product rather than it laying on top of our skin, giving us the impression that we're getting a soothing feeling, but it's not actually penetrating the cells where we need it, okay? So you wanna make sure that it is a natural plant, that it's not an artificial version of it. The calming oils in this blend are the ylang ylang and the chamomile. Very, very soothing to joints and muscles. So we recommend that you use it before and after a workout, anywhere that you might feel discomfort. It could be shoulders, elbows, feet, knees, hips, on the lower back after a long day of lifting, maybe on the back after completing chores around the house or in the garden. You can connect. How about connecting with grandma? When we are out of isolation and when we can be in physical contact again outside of this quarantine, we can give grandma or grandpa a very, very soothing hand massage. And this is probably one of my favorite ways to share an oil. It doesn't take that long, but it really, really, really allows for you and the other person to have an intimate connection. And it's not very often that we actually get our hands touched. So what's interesting about the hand is you can access the entire body. We have pulse points all over the hand, similar to the feet. Whereas in Chinese medicine, we can access the whole body through the feet and the ears and the palms of our hands. So by giving this massage, you're actually giving a soothing effect to the entire body. We will post in our customer group a tutorial on how to make a really, really awesome hand massage, okay? The Doterra hand massage. So there's another tip. If you have kids and they're in the growing stage, you can rub into their legs before sleep some fractionated coconut oil with a couple of drops of this deep blue. Now, I didn't talk about the coconut oil before, but I will now because it's very, very important that you don't use, let's say you're addressing a large area of your body to soothe some aches and pains after working out. You don't want to use 20 drops of this. That's way too much. You really only need 3 or 4 for a large area. What you can do, however, is use a fractionated coconut oil. So this is a coconut oil where the fat has been taken out. You can see how light and smooth it is, right? So right here, let me hold it up to the camera. There's no fat laying on top of the skin. You don't smell like a coconut, and it goes directly into the cellular structure, and it allows for the oil to be transported in there, minimize skin sensitivity. And one more thing, it allows for the oil to really stay and not evaporate. So you're getting a lot more usage out of your oil when you use the coconut oil together with this. Okay, so another really amazing way that I love to use this oil, put it on your fingertips and massage your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers after a long day in front of the computer. You will be amazed what 3-4 drops for the entire body will do for you. Let's dive in to the emotions. So we talked a little bit about how this oil is all about surrendering pain, right? We have wintergreen, which is one of the main oils in this blend, and that is the oil of surrender. So this oil is going to assist in assimilating all the information from painful experiences, either emotional or physical painful experiences that are stored in the body rather than avoiding them. It strengthens and it soothes and it helps an individual accept our past wounds emotionally without over-identifying them, not clinging to the wounds, not clinging to the pain, but it helps to bring it through the body, strengthen and soothe how we deal with it so that we can let it go and not cling or hold on to it. A really great place to put it if you're feeling sad and you can't let that emotion go is going to be on the lungs. So I actually recommend you just put it right on the lungs because we store emotions and grief in the lungs. If you're feeling exceptionally angry, you want to put it over the liver. And the liver is along the bra line, right where the nipples are, along the bra line on the right side. That's going to be your liver right there, okay? So let me adjust that camera. It promotes feelings of serenity, healing, nourishment, and peace. So this is really, I have to say, a favorite for many You want to be mindful of it too, because you might be using the oil for a physical discomfort and then notice that some emotions are going to come to the surface. That is so that you can actually release the emotion that is stuck in the tissue of your body where the emotional block is, so you can release the physical pain. It's not necessarily that you played sports and then have a bad shoulder or have a sore shoulder from the sports, and that's the pain. That can be the case, but most often what happens is the signals in the body are going to go to our weak areas. So if there is a trapped emotion somewhere, it will find the weak area and it will start to make you aware. So it'll be like a loud signal saying, please pay attention, please pay attention, please pay attention, until you pay attention. So this oil will actually help bring all of that to the surface so that you can leave it alone and move on. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything behind. Yeah, it really embraces the lessons that it has to offer, right? So we can let go of the resistance and really encourage us to enjoy all of life's experiences. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up today's BOGOs, but fear not, we've got lots of educational content in our group, got lots of videos, lots of DIYs, things coming over the next couple of days. A reminder that you can place all 3 BOGOs today through Wednesday, midnight, Central European time. And you can place up to 5 per account. We've got a little competition in our educational group, so I'll post the details on that as well. So if you're entering the different BOGOs, you can actually win 3 different additional oils as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Hit the like button, please, so that we can get some better visualization on this group. And also, ask any questions inside of the customer group if you have any, and I'll be on there to address those questions. Thank you so much.